All right, let's talk about the gray area between copywriting and content marketing. What's the difference? What a content marketer, what should they be in charge of? Should they be more on the copywriting side or more on the content side? And we're going to talk about those differences as we go along here. It's going to depend on the size and structure of your organization. Do you have, in a very, very large company, you're going to have specialists. When I worked for Salesforce.com, we had writers, we had content marketers that were in charge of just this one content type. Like these people built customer stories and there's a whole team of them. But in a small company, maybe even a solopreneur or a legitimate small business with 50, 60 employees or something like that, you might have one person that's in charge of editorial and another person that's in charge of more writing persuasive copy. So what you have to look at, if you're in an organization that's small, is if you could communicate, if you're a good writer or a good speaker, you might want to start, getting your nose into things like product and feature descriptions. Does this lie in the content marketer's realm or is this in the copywriter's realm? Sales pages and sales letters, video or text. Should you be involved in writing scripts, sales pages and letters and things like that? Email copy. Do you write that? Is that the content marketer's realm? Is that the copywriter's realm? Pitch decks, like the decks that you're using to maybe sell on webinars and things like that. Should you be involved in telling those stories and building out that kind of content? Sales scripts that your sales team's using. Let's take a look at this. Like if you work for Eventbrite, which department writes this email? You look at it on the left there, it says how to get last minute buyers to choose your event. It's kind of a piece of content, but it's also kind of a sales document, this email. So who gets involved in it? In a smaller organization, if you're a good writer, if you're a good communicator, start popping your head into meetings that are about these kinds of things. Like I want to start getting involved in the emails that are going out, or I want to start sending emails and I want to start being the person that's writing them. Okay, so the gray area is getting grayer. You've got copywriters that are doing more things on the content side, and you got content folks that are doing more things on the persuasive side that usually is the realm of copywriters. So if you're in a small organization, it's a good chance that if you're a good communicator, if you're a good writer, you're a good speaker, things like that, you might want to be getting involved in the copywriting side of the house as well. What about this kind of content? Who should own this in your company? Should it, this is Honest Company, and you can see, look at some of this copy. Is this more on their homepage? It says, honestly made without. And it says, we provide a relevant specific set of ingredients that we choose to leave out of each product. Honest Company is all about, sort of clean, natural products. And so all of this content, is this copywriting or is this content marketing? There's this gray area. And again, if you're a good communicator or a good writer, start to get involved in conversations like this, because this is really a gray area. Is this persuasive copy or is this content? What about this? Should you be involved in writing things like product descriptions? So take Snowboard Addiction here, snowboardaddiction.com. They sell training products to snowboarders. And look down here, it says, in snowboarding, the term practice makes perfect could not be more relevant. Whether you want to learn a 360 or a master or whatever. Is that content or is that a product description? You can see that there's more art to it than there used to be, than just saying like, this board is 3 feet by 1 foot and it's this and this and this. Like it's not just that clear anymore. There's definitely a gray area between writing product descriptions and writing content. Start getting involved in those conversations. What about writing sales bullets like you see on this right image from Digital Marketer, the new email follow-up machine? Who should write that copy? Right? If you're a content marketer and you're more on the side of, hey, I create blog posts, man. I create videos that entertain and inspire. Start to study content copywriting as well, because the two are becoming more and more married. All right, let's talk about that content baton in the next video, where we're going to talk about indoctrination and onboarding, two things that only pro marketers and the best of the best worry about. We'll see you in the next video.